What's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Riot here. Welcome to another edition of the Riot Show Podcast, live edition. That's right, ghouls and gals. We are coming at you live today, and a little bit later on here, we're going to have Sid Retro join us and stuff like that, and we're going to be talking about some news and stuff like that, and we're going to be talking about a bunch of shit. But before we get into that, how the fuck have you ghouls and gals been? What have y'all been up to? I want to know what's been going on in your neck of the woods. I want to be swimming around in your woods and shit like that. So let me know in the comments below so I can know what's going on with you ghouls and gals. It's been a minute since I've gone like live, especially on my phone. I haven't gone live on my phone in like some time. So this is actually pretty fucking fun and kind of different for me. Usually I'm doing this on like my desktop or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? So like it's a little bit of a different experience for me. So let me know what you ghouls and gals like better, the fucking phone. Oh, sorry about that. So sorry about that. Remember, this is live, ghouls and gals. Sorry about that. Anyways, tell me which one y'all prefer, like live on the phone, live on regular fucking desktop, the way I do it with like a fucking background and all that other shit. So just let me know so I know what y'all guys fucking like and what y'all guys prefer. But yeah, while we're waiting on Sid, I watched a movie before I came out and did this fucking little fucking review here, or fucking show here. I watched a movie, ghouls and gals, and that movie is The Drop, currently playing on Netflix. Not on Netflix, I'm sorry, on fucking Hulu. Yeah, I checked out The Drop on Hulu. For one, it was 90 minutes long, and it was brand new, something that's finally new in 2023. So yeah, I checked out The Drop, and just to quickly summarize the plot of the film is about this these group of friends that go on this destination vacation to Mexico, to I think it's like Cozumel, Mexico, or some shit like that. And one of the friends has a newborn baby, or like, you know, like a toddler age baby or whatever. And they go on this vacation or whatever, and one of the other friends is like wanting to have a baby, so she tells her, "Hey, let me hold your baby, so that way I can see how it feels and get the proper etiquette on how to hold a baby." And she's like, "Sure, friend, you know, here's the baby," or whatever. So she gives her this baby or whatever, and as the girl's like looking out into the sunset, and they're all standing on the pavement or whatever, and as she's standing looking out into the sunset, like a bee of some sort like comes and like almost like stings her in like the fucking arm or something like that. So she drops the fucking baby on the fucking pavement. She literally drops the fucking baby on the pavement, and it's a loud, ugly fucking thump. You hear like one of these. You hear like one of those when the fucking baby hits the fucking pavement and shit. And it's a loud fucking thump. And that's the premise of the fucking movie. The movie just like goes from there, and it's like that friend group like dealing with her dropping the baby, and like her relationship unraveling with like her husband because she dropped that baby. And it's like pretty fucking interesting. I'm not gonna lie to you. The film is so fucking odd and so fucking weird, and like the premise is so like, just so like simple but like outlandish, you know what I mean? It's just about some like, you know, stringy white lady that dropped a fucking baby on the fucking pavement, and it bounced his fucking head, and like the baby doesn't die or anything like that. It's not that kind of fucking movie, you know what I mean? It's not a Lifetime special or anything like that. But yeah, it's kind of like this comedic indie comedy that's kind of like a rom-com at some points, and it's like this weird movie, you know what I mean? It's just this weird little fucking movie that like Hulu kind of just like shat out on its like fucking platform, and it's kind of just like, you know, like, hey, this is here. If you want to watch The Drop on Hulu, it's here, you know, no pressure. It's like one of those fucking movies. It's like one of those movies where like they didn't promote it. It didn't come out anywhere. It's just, I literally saw the movie on the featured tab, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, I'm going to watch it. One, it's 90 minutes. Two, it came out in 2023. I was going to say 2003. Where the fuck am I? Am I some sort of fucking time traveler? But yeah, no. The Drop. It is a weird, odd, little, kind of weirdly interesting movie that's kind of about, like, people not being, not being ready to take that next extra step until they are ready to take that next extra step. It's kind of interesting that they use, like, somebody dropping a baby on its fucking head as, like, an allegory or, like, a metaphor for, like, hey, you know what I mean? This person is not ready for a baby. They're not ready for that change in their life because they obviously protected themselves over this child. And that's, like, the central, like, theme of the movie. And it's an interesting, weird little fucking movie. It doesn't star anybody particularly famous. It has that chick Julian Bell from, like, Workaholics, but it's a weird little interesting fucking film. And if you get any time, if you have 90 minutes to fucking spare, go ahead and watch The Drop on Hulu. I was gonna say Netflix again for some fucking reason, but yeah, go ahead and watch that on Hulu. And if that's not your speed, watch this fucking show on YouTube called The Button by the Cut. The Button by the Cut. It is this fucking weirdly enthralling fucking dating show where they get, like, a group of men and a group of women, and they, like, put them in a room, and there's a button in between them that has, like, this robot voice, and it, like, tells them, like, like, hey, would y'all kiss each other, or are y'all attracted to each other, or do you like this person? And, like, if the button, like, flashes red, you have a chance to, like, eliminate that person, or, like, you don't want to be on a date with them or whatever. And it's, like, such a simple fucking premise, but it is so fucking entertaining. So fucking entertaining. Like, you just get to see, like, how, like, simple, how ugly, how shitty, how, like, nice, like, people are. It's, like, the most perfect fucking human experiment that I've seen, like, on fucking YouTube. And it's, like, this fucking super stupid, cheesy fucking premise. It's like The Bachelor for, like, Gen Z or, like, millennials or some shit like that. And it is so fucking interesting. It is so fucking enthralling. Like, I cannot get a fucking enough of it. I shouldn't even be promoting another YouTube channel on my fucking live video or whatever, but it is so fucking good. The Button by the Cut on Netflix. Oh my god, it is so fucking good, so fucking fun, so just, like, fun. I mean, it's just so fun, like, and interesting seeing people get, like, straight up rejected for, like, the funniest fucking reasons. Like, I've seen countless people on that fucking show get rejected for, like, the shirt they're wearing, or because, like, their vibe was off. And yeah, it's just such pure, exquisite fucking trash YouTube TV. It is just so exquisite trash YouTube TV. But yeah, again, the Button by the Cut. Go ahead and watch that on YouTube. It's for free. Grab a beer, grab your girlfriend, grab your boyfriend, grab your Sancha, grab whoever, and watch the fucking Button, The Cut by the Button. So fucking good. So fucking good. Speaking of trash TV, Netflixed. What am I, a fucking thugwacha that doesn't know how to speak? Sorry about that. Netflix announces the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion. Titled Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Forever. They announced this with a surprise teaser. What the fuck is going on with me? Can I not fucking speak or some shit? I'm getting, like, all fucking tongue-tied and shit like that. I think it's because I'm still thinking about The Button by Cut. I need to, like, fucking, you know what I mean? One of these, I need to inject myself with that fucking show. That show is so fucking, ugh. Anyways, Netflix has announced the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion with a surprise teaser trailer. The reunion will air April 19th, and it'll feature all of the original cast except for the Pink Ranger, the Green Ranger, and a few of the other Rangers. So just some of the cast is coming back. Sorry, I spoke too soon. But yeah, the Netflix teaser trailer that they released to YouTube and shit like that, it kind of doesn't let us know what the story of this is going to be like, or what this even kind of is. From what I can gather, it seems like it's a movie of some sorts, but I'm not sure. I don't think it's a series. I highly doubt that Netflix would splurge on like getting the rights from Saban or whoever the fuck owns the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers to make a whole entire fucking series. But yeah, I think this might be like a quick little one-off fucking movie that's just kind of celebrating the 30 years of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and shit like that. And it looks interesting. I mean, I can't wait to see what the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion special is going to be and what they're going to do with it. And how cool would it fucking be to get an episode or some shit like that, or a movie with like Netflix fucking money. I mean, we're used to watching Power Rangers shit that looks like fucking shit. I mean, I love the fucking Power Rangers, and don't get me wrong, but come on, guys. I mean, hey, what's up, Paula? Thanks for watching. And guys, don't be afraid to fucking comment below and let me know what y'all are thinking. Let me know what y'all think about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion special. Have y'all seen the trailer? Do y'all like the Power Rangers? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'm a Power Rangers fan, and I really can't fucking wait for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie. And did you watch that Box movie? I haven't been able to catch that movie, The Box. I've been so busy, and I haven't been able to catch a lot of movies. I'm surprised that I finished the fucking Drop on Hulu, and that was 90 minutes. I tried to watch the other day the movie Strange Days, and it's like that movie was fucking cursed. I couldn't fucking finish watching that fucking movie. I don't know what's going on with me right now. Every time I try to finish a movie at home, something comes up, or someone like rushes into the fucking room and they're like, "Hey Ryan, we need you to do this," or like the fucking internet goes out, or I don't know why I did this. I don't know why this was my motion for like people coming into the room. Like if people are like Kramer from fucking Seinfeld coming into like my room, like, hey, like that, like that. But yeah, I haven't been able to like sit down legitimately. Today was like the first day in a long time and like finish watching a movie. But yeah, I'll get to The Box because I know you wanted me to check that out, and I'm going to check that out. And Paula, yeah, I have watched Megan. I have checked out Megan. I have a small review for Megan. It's a short video on my YouTube channel and the Ryan T Show page. But yeah, I can do a quick little review of Megan right here. And actually, speaking of Megan, Paula, thank you for bringing up Megan. Megan Part 2, Megan 2, titled Megan 2.0, has been announced and will be hitting theaters on 2025. There's no specific month yet for when that movie's gonna come out, but it is gonna be coming out in 2025. And Allison Williams, as well as the little girl that plays her like stepdaughter or whatever in the movie, is also going to be returning for that film. But yeah, Megan, I really dug Megan a lot. Megan was one of those movies that I went in with like the lowest of expectations, and I thought this was going to be like a stupid, dumb movie. And it is a stupid, dumb movie, but it's a fun, entertaining, stupid, dumb movie. You know what I mean? It's one of those movies that like doesn't take itself seriously. It's not here to be like, we're fucking recreating the wheel, we're trying to get the fucking Oscar. It's literally just trying to be an entertaining killer doll movie. You know what I mean? And I really fucking like that. Oftentimes, like movies like Megan and movies with like these crazy outlandish premises try to like, you know, be too far up their own fucking ass and take themselves way too fucking seriously. And I really fucking hate that, especially with horror films, especially if you have a crazy fucking premise that's, you know, a white girl doll that's going around like killing people. Like, it's not that serious, dude. And the movie doesn't take it that serious at all. And that's like its biggest strength, is that it's not that serious. And there's times in the movie that I like legitimately fucking laughed. Like Megan randomly like singing is like fucking hilarious. Her singing like fire away was fucking awesome. Just awesome. Megan's like Chucky. If like Chucky and Terminator like fucked and had a baby, it would be Megan. You know what I mean? Which is a weird fucking thing to think about, the Terminator and Chucky having sex. Like, who would even give birth to that? Would that be the Terminator's baby, or would that be Chucky's baby? I don't know how that works. But yeah, Megan is super entertaining, super fun. I really enjoyed that a whole lot. It's definitely one of those movies that I'm gonna watch again. As soon as it comes out on like streaming or DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and buy that or watch that. But yeah, Megan 2, Megan 2.0 is the official title for the part 2 of Megan, and it will be hitting theaters 2025. And again, Allison Williams will be returning for that film. And I gotta say, I am really interested in Megan Part 2. I'm ready to see. I mean, at the end of the movie, spoilers, I don't know if y'all seen this, but cover your ears. At the end of the movie, of course, I mean, they're making a Part 2. Megan doesn't die. She, like, puts herself, like, into the, like, Alexa device. And so, like, at the end of the movie, like, it, like, lights up and it's like, bing, like, I'm still alive, bitch. You know what I mean? You can't keep a fucking evil bitch down. You know what I mean? And Megan is one of the evilest. But, yeah, man. I really like that a lot. Can't wait to watch that. I'm parched. Been talking really fast. Been talking for a while. Gonna drink of this beer. But yeah, on that tip, on the movie tip, we're finally gonna get a Michael Jackson biopic. And I'm surprised it's taken this long. I know they have that like VH1 special movie where it's like the Jackson 5 kind of biopic, right? It's like the Jackson 5 and it's kind of like their story or whatever. But we've never had like a cinematic Michael Jackson movie. We have not ever had a cinematic Michael Jackson movie where it's like his unfiltered, untold story, where we just get like every facet of his story. And Michael Jackson's story is fucking super fucking entertaining. You're not gonna sit there and tell me that Michael Jackson's story is not super entertaining. I mean, come on. He was a pop star from the age of like fucking 5. He like came like fucking moonwalking out the fucking womb and shit like that. I mean, how could you not? I mean, there's so much fucking source material to dig from there. I mean, you could go from the Jackson 5, his early career, I mean, him just growing up, his family life. I mean, obviously they have to talk about his legal troubles and like him like getting, you know, with the child molestation and all that stuff. I mean, there is a fucking amazing fucking movie in there. And who's gonna direct that potentially amazing movie is Antoine Fuqua, who Antoine Fuqua is no stranger to good movies, ghouls and gals. Antoine Fuqua is the man behind Southpaw, The Equalizer, Training Day, The Magnificent Seven, Southpaw, which is one of my favorite boxing movies with Jake Gyllenhaal. Y'all should check that out if you haven't checked that out. But yeah, if y'all are just tuning in right now, a Michael Jackson biopic is on the way, and Antoine Fuqua is set to direct the film, and the film will reportedly be titled Simply Michael. Not Simply Michael, just Michael. And not just Michael. The movie's called Michael. But yeah, I think it's like crazy that we've waited this long for a Michael Jackson movie and that it's taken this long. I'm just super interested in who we're gonna have to play Michael Jackson. Who do y'all think could even pull that off? Like, who can realistically play Michael Jackson in a movie? Because, I mean, obviously they have to be a black actor, but then the actor would have to do this sudden change where he looks like a white guy. You know what I mean? Like, he would have to put on, like, prosthetics or do, like, white face and, like, there's a whole fucking thing. You know what I mean? Like, how would that movie realistically work? Like, how do they pull that off? I mean, Michael Jackson Hey, Derek, what's up, man? Thanks for watching, dude. Thanks for tuning into the Ryan T Show podcast live. But yeah, realistically, how are you going to do that movie? I mean, Michael Jackson has an amazing fucking story, like I just said, but I mean, there's one big white elephant in the room. I mean, the man's skin tone changes drastically in the middle of his fucking life. You know what I mean? So that would be really fucking interesting on how they fucking pull that off. I mean, do they get two actors? I mean, again, do they put that guy in whiteface? I mean, I have no fucking clue what they do or how they're gonna do that or who they're gonna get to do that. But I know the man that's going to get the man to do that, and that's Antoine Fuqua, who, again, is the director of the Equalizer Training Day. And if anybody can pull that off, I think he can pull that off. Training Day's amazing, fucking Southpaw's amazing, and they're also going to have the producer of Bohemian Rhapsody. And regardless of how y'all feel about that film, I think Bohemian Rhapsody is a fucking banger of a fucking musical biopic. I mean, I think it tells the story of Queen good. Doesn't necessarily tell the story of Freddie Mercury good, but it is a good film. It deserves its flowers. But yeah, a Michael Jackson biopic is on the horizon, and I'm honestly super fucking interested in how they're gonna pull it off and how they're gonna do it. And you already know we're going to be reviewing that movie as soon as it hits theaters, because we got to watch the Michael Jackson biopic. How could we not watch a movie about one of the greatest, performers in fucking music history? You know what I mean? But yeah, there you have it, ghouls and gals. That's the news for today. But that's going to lead me into what I really wanted to gather you ghouls and gals here to talk about, which I'm going to be doing every week. Is The Last of Us. Holy fuck. Have y'all seen The Last of Us on HBO Max and on just HBO in general? And the Benchwarmers. Holy shit, Derek. I haven't thought about the Benchwarmers in so fucking long. The Benchwarmers is like one of those nostalgia movies for me that I remember like from a kid. But yeah, the Benchwarmers is a cool movie. That's one of the like first movies that I remember seeing like Nick Swartzen in. He plays that guy that's like the albino that's like that like eats like sunscreen and shit like that. But yeah, man, those are that's a really fun movie. And speaking of the Benchwarmers, we'll go back to The Last of Us here in a minute. Derek reminded me of something that I was reminded of, or not rather reminded of, that I found out today. There's fucking nine fucking one more than 8 fucking American Pie movies. Did y'all fucking know that? Were y'all aware that there's 9 American fucking Pie movies? And yes, Derek, the sun is not a monster. I need to watch the Benchwarmers again. But there is 9 fucking American Pie movies. Why on earth do we need 9 American fucking Pie movies? I mean, there's 4 with the original cast. The first one, the second one, the third one where Jim and Michelle get married. The fourth one where they have an American reunion. And then they have like all the spin-offs. And in total, there's fucking 9. To put that in comparison, there's only fucking 6 Lord of the Rings movies in total. Like 3 Hobbit films, 3 Lord of the Rings films. And there's like, I think there's like 8 Harry Potter movies. There's like 8 Harry Potter movies. So fucking American Pie has more movies than fucking Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like that's fucking insane. How the fuck did we let this one slip by us? How the fuck did us as a society let 9 American Pie movies fucking happen? How did we let more than like 2 or 3 happen is what I want to fucking know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not dissing American Pie. I love Stifler's mom. I've been known to fuck a pie on occasion. But yeah, I mean, how do we have 9 of those fucking movies? That's fucking utterly ridiculous, utterly insane to me. But yeah, Derek, going back to the Benchwarmers and movies that have sequels that people didn't know about, there's a Benchwarmers Part 2. And if you have Netflix, you need to go and check that out, because I haven't checked that out, and it doesn't look super good, but I'll let you be the judge of that, Derek. You can come back here and give me your review of that. But yeah, man, there is a Benchwarmers Part 2. There was 9 American Pie movies. And I don't know how to feel about all that information. But yeah, ghouls and gals. Sorry for that little slight detour into weird sequelville. And now that I said that, oh my god, how good of a video would that be? Weird sequels. You know what I mean? How good of a video would that be? Sequels you didn't know existed. Oh my god, did I just come up with an idea for a fucking good ass fucking video? I need to remind myself. Note to self, future Ryan, when you're watching this video and posting it on YouTube and Twitter, make a video about sequels that people don't know about. And yeah, Derek, Benchwarmers 2 just kind of got shitted out on Netflix. It just kind of got dumped on Netflix, and like one day I saw it there and I was kind of like, what the fuck? But yeah, none of the original cast members come out in Benchwarmers Part 2, I think, except for John Lovitz, who is the weird rich older guy that has that like robot or whatever. But yeah, he's the only one that comes out in the Part 2 movie. But yes, Derek, a Part 2 of Benchwarmers does exist, and I am as freaked out about it as you are, brother, because that is weird as fuck that we have 2 Benchwarmers, 9 American Pie movies, and we have yeah, just weird. Moving on to TV and stuff that's actually good. The Last of Us. Oh my fucking god. Have y'all been watching this show? Have y'all been watching The Last of Us? And Jesus fucking Christ, man. Like, The Last of Us. Every single movie based on a video game or a TV show based on a video game needs to fucking take notice and take note of the fucking Last of Us. I'm looking at you, Halo series. I'm looking at you, every fucking video game movie that's came out in the past 10 years except for Sonic the Hedgehog, oddly enough. You need to take a book out of fucking The Last of Us's page. And Jesus Christ, I mean, this fucking show just does a pitch perfect job of adapting basically what is the tutorial of The Last of Us. But before we get into all of that, The Last of Us is a HBO show / HBO Max show that is based on the Last of Us video games. And it stars Pedro Pascal and Ellie Ramsey. And the basic plot of the Last of Us show is Joel and Ellie, a pair of people connected through the harshness of the world they live in, are forced to endure brutal circumstances and ruthless killers on a trek across a post-outbreak America. And Ellie is this important piece of the puzzle. I'm not going to give it away for people that haven't played the game or don't know that much about Last of Us. But yeah, the first episode of the show is just like, at first I saw that people were giving it 9s and 9s out of 10s, 10 out of 10s, 5 out of 5s and stuff like that. And I was like, oh bullshit, give me a fucking break. It can't be that fucking good. And I fucking watched it, and it is that fucking good. Holy fucking shit. And not just because it perfectly adapts the video game and you get like kind of like a scene for scene recreation of what happens in the beginning of the video game as well as the TV show. It's just done so fucking well. Pedro Pascal is just fucking amazing. Oh, and I think my boy Sid Retro is in the house. So let me go ahead and add him. I'm adding him to the video right here. I got tongue-tied there for a second. What's up with me and getting tongue-tied here, ghouls and gals? But yeah, I'm gonna bring Mr. Sid Retro on, and he should be on here in any minute now. But yeah, and we'll probably just do a little quick recap of the news when Sid gets back on here, just to kind of get his take on all the craziness that I was talking about. But yeah, ghouls and gals, The Last of Us. Oh my God, so good. The first episode of The Last of Us was so goddamn good, so well done, just perfect all around. Pedro Pascal, so good. Bella Ramsey, so good. Anna Torv, Teresa, who plays Tess, in the show so good. Everybody just so fucking good. The clickers, the zombies in the show look amazing. I mean, for those of you that don't know, The Last of Us is about a zombie kind of outbreak plague that's brought on by this fungus that like attacks the entire world and shit like that. And it is just an amazing game. I played it when I had a PS4 way back when, and it is just so fucking good. It is so fucking good. And the way they adapted it with Pedro Pascal and Ellie Ramsey is just phenomenal. Just such a phenomenal job. The beginning scene of them kind of like reacting to this outbreak and stuff like that is just so fucking crazy. You know what I mean? It is so fucking crazy. Like you just see utter chaos like fucking erupt, and like you can tell they like really you can tell they like did this on the sound stage or like closed down a street or something like that, because it is so like full of life and like so busy. You know what I mean? It, like oftentimes like whenever they film like scenes like this and stuff like that, it doesn't look as populated as you would need it to look, especially in this day and age, in the age of COVID or whatever. You know, but fucking The Last of Us, man, you can tell they spared no expense, because like the world they built in this fucking in this show is so like dense. It's so fucking realistic. It's so, you can tell like it's lived in. You know what I mean? Just like the video game, it's super aesthetically pleasing. You can really tell like the people who made this really give a fuck about this. And I think we have a few people that have directed, that are gonna direct episodes of this, but executive producer Greg Spence, as well as the guy that did the Last of Us games. I think his name is Duckman or some shit like that. Chris Duckman or some shit like that. But yeah, he did the Last of Us games and shit like that. And I believe he's an executive producer on it as well. But yeah, I mean, I really fucking like The Last of Us too. And here we are with Mr. Sid Retro in the house.
What's good? What is good, guys? My bad. Watching that movie, man, I had some technical difficulties.
No, you're good. You're good, dude. You're good, man. We were just going over like some of the news and all that stuff, but now that you're here, we can get some of your takes on some of the crazy ass news that we were going on. But yeah, man, right now I was talking about The Last of Us, episode 1.
Oh, have you seen it yet?
Dude, I watched it on Sunday. That's mine and Brianna's new like show that we watch like on Sundays and shit. We barely watched episode 1. Episode 1 came out this past Sunday, and fuck, man, I was like totally blowing the show right now, because it is so fucking like good, so good, dude. It's like one of those shows like I can probably relate this to when I watched the first episode of like The Sopranos or like Breaking Bad, where you're just like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be so good.
That level, okay.
And it's like, I know the story already because I played the games and I know what goes on in the story and shit. But even then, dude, they do such a fucking good job acting in this fucking show, and such a good job setting things up and like making things look like aesthetically pleasing and good, that you're just like, oh, I don't even care that I know what's gonna happen. Like they just, oh my god, they just do it so good, dude. It's so well done. Pedro Pascal, TV's new fucking daddy. He's fucking like everybody's dad now. He's fucking Baby Yoda's dad. He's everybody's dad in the fucking Last of Us. It's just fucking, it's the year of Pedro Pascal, I think, is gonna be 2023, man. It's crazy. Mexican? Yeah, he's a Mexican guy. Yeah. His name's Pedro. His name's Pedro.
Bro, I barely found out that Benicio del Toro was Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Benicio del Toro is Puerto Rican, but he's always marketed as like a Mexican guy, which is weird to me.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, you know, I thought maybe he was even like from Spain or something. You know, Guillermo del Toro, Benicio del Toro.
And my the weird thing that I would run into a lot is I always thought Catherine Zeta-Jones was Mexican.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Yeah. I don't know why, but my whole life, dog, my whole life up until now, I was like, Catherine Zeta-Jones is a Mexican woman. She's fucking Latina. And they were like, no, she's white, she's Welsh. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what?
Spanish,
yeah, I'm like, Spanish. She is the most Mexican-looking white woman that I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Like, y'all are lying out here. Like, y'all are lying.
Yeah, catfishing out here.
Yeah.
She
got a little bit of season on the Wonder Bread because she's fucking has to be fucking a little bit Latin somewhere because homegirl, she's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy out here, man.
But yeah, man. I was talking about this little movie that I watched called The Drop on Hulu.
Okay.
Little 90-minute short movie that I watched on Hulu called The Drop, and this is weird, like not weird like Titan weird or like men weird, but like weird like where you're kind of like watch it and you're kind of like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, that's weird. You know what I mean? Like they made that a movie, all right, I guess. You know, and like the premise of the movie is like I was saying earlier, it's just these group of friends that go to like Cozumel, Mexico, and it's like a vacation or whatever, and they're hanging out. And it's a lesbian couple. They're gonna get married at on the beach or whatever. And they have a newborn baby that's like not even a year old, maybe like 6 months old or whatever.
Holy
and
shit.
They give the baby to one of their other friends to hold while they're getting their bags down out of the car to get into the hotel or whatever. And they give it to the friend that like is trying to get pregnant and have a baby and stuff. And so they're like, hey, it'll be good practice for you. Here's the baby so you can hold it or whatever. And she's like, okay, cool. So she's holding the baby and she's kind of like looking out into the ocean or whatever. And then like a little small like bee kind of comes. And then she's kind of like, the bee doesn't even like sting her or anything. It kind of just goes in her remote like direction. And she's like, ah, and she just like drops the baby. Like, let's go of the baby. Like completely just does one of these numbers. Like, ah, like just goes, ah, like just drops the baby. And then she like drops it. And she drops it ugly, like on the pavement. And like you just hear this, like, you just hear that.
The random thud.
Yeah, and you just hear like boom, and then like everybody just like pauses, and the movie like goes like in slow motion, and it does like one of those like shots like that, and everybody's like, what, like that, and that's the whole premise of the movie. It's just them dealing with like oh, like this bitch dropped the baby, but the baby doesn't die. Nothing bad happens to the baby, you know what I mean, or anything like that. But like it's just them like dealing with that, and then like her husband kind of like comes to the realization that he's kind of like, oh, this bitch is like gonna be a bad mom. Like, do I want to have a kid with her? Like, like you know what I mean? Like, and so like it's like these two people like having these weird realizations throughout the whole film, kind of like, oh, like I thought I wanted this one thing, but like obviously I'm not fucking mentally prepared for this. And it's like an interesting little weird movie, man. Like it wasn't bad.
It sounds like a comedy, like the real thing.
Yeah, it was like weird comedy. It was like a weird comedy. Like, and it was funny. Like there was moments where it made me like laugh, like literally go like, ha, like laugh like that, like, ha. But like it was just a weird movie. You know what I mean? It was kind of like an indie rom-com, but like more on the indie side. Like at the end of the movie, they were kind of like, oh, we should probably like make this a little bit more like soften this, right? And then they kind of like and then they kind of like fucking pussed out at the end, like because they were going for like one of those hard endings where they're like, nobody's happy, life isn't that way. Like it was going like that way, but then they're kind of like, we can't end like that. And I was like, fine.
They eased up at the end and changed that.
Yeah, I was like, fine, bitches. But yeah, if I had to give that movie a quick little rating, it'll rock a 2.53. I'll give it a 3. I didn't hate it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like necessarily good. It was just one of those movies where like you watch it and you're kind of like, okay, I guess. You're like, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check out the trailer and see what's going on with that. I think what is it called? The Bones and All. I think that Bones and All is streaming. I'm not sure, but I think.
I feel like that'd be on HBO Max.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
it has to be. Yeah.
That would be right. Like that feels like an HBO Max movie, right?
Yeah, it definitely does. More of a HBO Max kind of piece. Yeah.
How weird is that, dude? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh damn!
But I was gonna like,
All right.
how weird is that? Like, now we have, instead of like, oh, that's a direct to like DVD movie, we're like, that's an HBO Max, or like, that gives me Netflix vibes, or like, that's a Hulu.
Cinemax.
Like, that's a.
There's no Cinemax. I mean, I guess there's Cinemax, but like, yeah, we're then we're just like, yeah, that's Netflix, that's Hulu, that's
Yeah, it is weird that
Tubi.
we're able to like differentiate like the vibes. We're like, that gives me like Tubi vibes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that looks like shit.
Yeah, streaming free, you know,
Yeah.
one of those type deals.
Have you
Man,
seen, like, you know,
well,
like when you see a movie, you're like, oh, they're gonna have to pay me to watch that one. Like, that one looks fucked. That one looks fucked up.
yeah, man. If they ever do another sequel to Jurassic World or whatever,
Oh my god, man! How is a movie that expensive and a movie that has fucking dinosaurs in it, for God's sakes, that fucking boring? How do you do that? How do you do that?
They pulled it off though.
Yeah, very well. If that was their goal, to be like, hey, we're gonna make the Jurassic Park movie, but it's gonna suck. Like that, they did it. They did it, man. They did a good job.
Bro, the other day on Facebook, somebody was like, how can you hate Chris Pratt? And I was like, seriously? Fucking Jurassic World?
You're like, very easily. You're like, I can hate Chris Pratt very easily. They're like, he's very hateable.
Yeah, I was like, don't forget about Jurassic World, sir. You know,
Yeah, they're like, and don't forget that, like, Hollywood keeps constantly like shoving him in our face. They're like, he's Mario, he's Garfield now, he's in all the Marvel movies. James Gunn wants to put him in DC movies now. Like, god damn, give us a fucking break from this motherfucker.
Yeah, man, we're over it. We're definitely over it. But the Mario stuff, man. You know, I was at McDonald's. They had the Mario.
Oh, I want those toys bad.
I'm like, shit. They got the Super Mario movie toys.
Man,
damn, man.
And dude, I'm gonna hate on the. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm kind of excited for that movie, dude. I know we just took a massive dump on Chris Pratt, or Chris Pratt, as I like to call him. But yeah, man, I want to see that movie, bro. Mario Bros. The movie looks good.
I'm getting hype. I'm getting hyped for Mario. Not gonna lie. You know, once I get back, I'm gonna try to go to the McDonald's. Hopefully, I can get all the toys and get the display thing over there, man. I'm trying to get those display window stickers that they put in there to tell you what the Happy Meals are and shit.
If anyone could get them, you could get them. I know if anybody could get them, you could get them. I know if anybody could get them, you could get them.
I'm gonna try to get that shit, bro. I'm gonna pull up in there.
You're gonna be recording fucking next month, and you're gonna have the fucking the Mario thing in the back.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. And that's the goal, cause man, yeah, I'm getting super hype. I didn't buy my tickets yet, but I don't think they're on.
No, me neither. I don't think they're on sale yet, but I mean, it's real far out. It's far out, man. That movie's far out.
But yeah, man, are you excited for anything? Is there anything coming out like soon that, you know what I mean? Like, should we pop it off that we need to like really go sync up and go see?
Oh, dude, you know Ant-Man. I'm excited for Ant-Man 3, dude. Yeah, fucking Jonathan Majors looks like a hard ass in that movie. Like, he's gonna beat the shit out of Paul Rudd.
Yeah, he definitely does, man. He's bulked up too probably from the Rocky movie or something.
Dude,
you know what I mean? From the Creed movie, because he looked big as fuck, man. I was like, Jesus.
He looks like scary buff, dude. I went to go watch Devotion, and they played the back-to-back fucking the Creed trailer. Then right after they played the Ant-Man trailer, and I was like, oh, dude, Paul Rudd's gonna get fucking demolished. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, have you seen this guy? I was like, he could pick up Paul Rudd and eat him. I was like, are you fucking crazy?
Who doesn't want to see Paul Rudd get beat up by a scary black guy?
Yeah, I kind of want to see scary buff Jonathan Majors sock the fuck out of Paul Rudd in the face. I love you, Paul Rudd. You're an awesome guy, but I just want to see you get punched a couple of times. That'd be cool.
You know, from the trailer, just from the few stuff from the trailer that we saw from Kang, I really love his character. Like, so far, like, I'm like, I like his character, bro.
Yeah.
I like the way he talks, the dialogue that he
like soft and like smooth.
It's very smooth. It's very intelligent, and it's fucking. You know what I mean? I'm like, I like this guy. I'm gonna root for this guy. You know, dude, you can either help me, Ant-Man, or you can die. Like, yeah, help that guy.
Dude, and that's the thing, man. Like, he is such a cold motherfucker, dude, in those trailers. They got my boy, like, chilling, like, in a robe like this, like if he's, like, sipping Alizé or some shit, and he's like, Ant-Man, what are you gonna do? Like he's like that, like really, like just with his legs open, asserting dominance on Ant-Man and shit, like just strutting his shit, all cool with his fucking chest puffed out and shit, and Ant-Man's like, oh.
I just want to see Michelle Pfeiffer again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Michelle Pfeiffer is in this. Yeah, it looked good though.
It looks good. It looks real good.
Yeah, are you gonna do the 3D? Or are you gonna do the? You know what I'm saying? I might do 3D.
For Ant-Man, I might do 3D. They're gonna do some trippy stuff. I saw where like he's going through like the realms and stuff. I might fuck with that for 3D.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, man, I'm based off these trailers. I'm like, I should probably check this out in 3D, man. Avatar
was Avatar good in 3D?
Amazing in 3D, bro. When I was walking back in the theater,
I need to watch it, bro. Before it leaves theaters, I need to watch it.
I was trying to pet the whales and shit.
Woo! I need to smoke a couple bleezies to the face and then go watch that Avatar. Get avatared up in that bitch.
Yo, you gotta take an edible. Take some.
Yeah.
Edible. Go, you know what I'm saying? Go smoke, take an edible, and go sit there for 3 hours and enjoy the blue.
Yeah. Get my fucking Jim Cameron on, dog.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely should. Are you gonna plan to go see that? When are you gonna go see that so we can do the review on it?
I have to watch that, bro. I think by like the end of this month, or like, yeah, I'm gonna say by the end of this month, I need to watch this. Oh, god damn it! You just reminded me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
The 27th, on the 27th, Infinity Pool, starring Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth. Ooh, that one looks like a banger.
What is it?
Infinity Pool. I think we did the trailer for that one, dude. Didn't we do the trailer review for that one?
I don't know. Infinity Pool. What was
Remember, they're like finding, they're like doing clones of them.
Oh shit! I don't remember this one.
Dude, oh bro, we gotta review Infinity Pool for like Saturday Night Horror Theater or something, bro.
Is it Netflix or theater?
It's gonna be in theaters, AMC. Oh, you're not gonna be back yet, right?
Well, when is it? When is the thing? The
27th.
Oh no, I won't be. I'll be back on the. I won't be back until the 28th.
Damn, hold up, let me give
Okay.
But yeah, man. I almost fucking fell out of my chair there. That was awesome. That would have been awesome. But yeah, no. I couldn't even focus on what I'm gonna say now. Fucking Infinity Pool. And that movie looks fucking good. It looks really good. It looks really good.
Okay, making clones of themselves and shit.
He's like accused. He's accused of like murder. Like he murders somebody like on accident or some shit. And they're like on this island. They're like, yeah, they're like on this island or some shit like that. And he commits the murder, and they tell him like, well, we're gonna execute you. Like we're gonna kill you because you killed somebody. And here on this island, it's an eye for an eye. He goes, we could either kill you, or we notice that you're very wealthy and you have a lot of money. He's like, or you could kill you. And he's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he's just like, basically they tell him like, we can clone you, and then the clone will die, and you can kill the clone, but you have to kill the clone. And he's just like, okay. He's like, okay. At first he's like, okay. And then he starts to find out that aside from the cloning, it's like this other crazy shit that's going on. You know what I mean? Like he sees like people that look like their face is like burnt up and all ugly and fucked up and shit. And then he notices that like, oh, maybe like everybody here is like a clone. It looks fucking crazy. It looks good. Some A24 fucking Pearl vibes, man. It looks fucking good, dude.
Did you see the Zack Snyder thing that he's doing on Netflix?
Rebel Moon on Netflix, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I kind of I like Zack Snyder, dude. I like Snyder. I think he makes good movies. I liked his. I love Man of Steel. Man of Steel was cool. I liked his version of Batman. Ben Affleck Batman is cool to me. I like Batfleck. I know a lot of people don't. But I loved Zack Snyder's Justice League, the 4-hour cut. That is a good movie.
Yeah,
that was a good superhero movie.
That is good.
Yeah, it's just super fucking long, but it's good.
They should have gave Batman his own movie. They was just trying to do too much. Like, you know what I mean? Like, They should have did
Yeah,
Batman.
man.
Batman Affleck. He deserved his own standalone
Yeah,
fucking Batman, bro. Like they just
dude, we could be here all night talking about their fucking major fuck ups, man, because like there's so many of them. Like, for one, I agree with you. What they should have done was we get Man of Steel. Then right after Man of Steel, we get The Batman with Ben Affleck. Batman gets his own movie. Right off the bat, Batman gets his own movie.
right after Soups.
Yeah, and then right after that movie, we get a Wonder Woman movie. Right after that, we get Wonder Woman. Yeah, and then right after Wonder Woman, we get the Batman versus Superman movie, because in the Batman movie, Batman confronts Superman. So they already met in the Batman movie. You know what I mean? That's all they had to do. Yeah, so then when they do Batman versus Superman, they already know each other, and we were like, oh, okay, we saw when they met, they didn't like each other, and now they're gonna fight because they kind of didn't like each other already.
And then crashed too. It was just like Superman's just like killing his own race of people, and then Batman just looks up like, oh, you're fucking up my city.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and then I kind of understood, like, once they redid the Batman versus Superman and did the Zack Snyder edition of that one, I kind of understood, because they showed like a lot of people were getting killed by like the debris and stuff, and Batman was just like, what the fuck? Like, this guy doesn't give a fuck. This Superman guy doesn't give a shit. Like, he's just fucking killing everybody. Like, he's beating up this one guy, but he killed all those kids in the daycare. He
like 5 buildings, like just flying.
Yeah, he goes, and there was workers in there. Yeah. Yeah, he's like, I think he killed every single worker that was in that office building.
Exactly. It's in there. I don't, should be in the refrigerator. But yeah, that's crazy, bro.
But yeah, man,
there was so many.
I really
hope
that James Gunn, he's able to like clean house, and obviously he is cleaning house. He stood up to The Rock and was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing The Rock DC universe. The fuck out of here with that. He's like, I'll let you have this movie, but after this, I'm taking over. It's my thing. Mm-hmm. This is not the fucking Dwayne Johnson cinematic universe. That's what The Rock was trying to do. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to make it to where he's like, oh, it's the Black Adam's going to be a central character in all of the DC. Like, no, he's not. That doesn't make any sense. That's stupid. Like, even in the comic books, Black Adam, like, rarely comes out. Like, you know what I mean? He's rarely around.
Like, you don't see him everywhere, guest appearing, showing up places. Like, no, Black Adam is strictly Shazam and Superman territory type shit. Yeah. Okay.
Because nobody else can handle him. He's too strong. Like, Batman's not going to fight fucking Black Adam. You know, Black Adam would have to turn into his human form and then fight Batman, which that has happened. I saw that in the comic.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Yeah. I mean,
and Black Adam, I'm not going to lie, I love Batman, but Black Adam beat the bricks off Batman.
Oh, he did? Oh, shit.
Yeah, because Black Adam's been alive for like a bajillion fucking years, so he knows all the combat moves. You know what I mean? He's been fighting with the fucking Romans, with the fucking Wakanda people and shit, all the peoples.
Like the upgraded Batman, because he's like got the magical shit.
Yeah. It was dope, dude. It's a dope comic, dude. Black Adam basically like stunts on Batman. Like, he tells Batman, like, oh, like, you know, Batman's like, I'll fuck you up. Basically tells him, like, I'll fuck you up. And then Black Adam's like, man, like, you're tripping, bro. Like I'll fucking kill you. Like, what the fuck? And then Batman's like, okay, well, like, you think you can beat me and stuff? And then Black Adam's like, I feel so confident that I could beat you that I'm going to say the word Shazam and turn into a normal human, and I'm going to beat the fucking bricks off you, dog. And then Batman's like, all right, fuck it. We're both going to be regular humans. Square up, homie. Let's go. And so, like, Black Adam does it. And then Black Adam proceeds to beat the fucking shit out of fucking Batman, give him that 4-piece fucking combo. And fucking even Batman's, like, thinking to himself, like, you know, because they always do, like, that inner monologue, like, when he's thinking to himself in his head. Like, Batman's, like, even thinking to himself, like, I'm going to get my ass beat, but, like, I'm not going to go out like no fucking chump. Like, I'm going to fuck him up, too. And then Batman, like, fractures, like, one of his ribs. Like, he, like, moves to the side and, like, fucking, and Black Adam's like, oh, fuck. And, like, once Batman, like, does that, Black Adam says, like, Shazam! And he turns back into, like, Black Adam. But then Batman's on the floor, like, all, like, like, all fucked up. Yeah.
That was funny. Damn, bro. Yeah. Black Adam, you know. He's a dope character,
Yeah,
but damn, I didn't.
no joke, bro. But yeah, man, The Rock's version of Black Adam. I like the Black Adam movie, man. I defended that movie. I like that movie. It's fun,
And it,
but I mean, it's silly. It's dumb. You know what I mean? And I want something more out of those characters, man. Like they don't. Not every superhero has to be silly or dumb or goofy or be making jokes all the fucking time and shit like that. Like they could make. If they really, really wanted to, and they really wanted to take that Black Adam character serious, they could have Black Adam's origin story is sad as fuck. His son dies, gets killed, and like they could make a whole sad fucking thing about it, make it a serious fucking thing about like, I'm dealing with the loss of my family and I'm like trying to still uphold this like world and shit. Like, but no, they're like, oh, he's gonna be like the Man in Black sent you. Like okay.
yeah, doing one-liners and shit.
Yeah. And I get it. They think that's what people want, and some people do want that.
The Rock was probably super persistent.
Oh yeah, he's like
trying.
He has to have a catchphrase. Like, does he have a catchphrase? What's his catchphrase in the comics? They're like, he doesn't have one. They don't really do that anymore in comic books.
Yeah, man. Well, I meant like about the movie. Like The Rock was, seems like he's really one that wanted to do this movie. I guess nobody else really or they wanted to do it, but they just didn't want to have nothing else to do with DC. I guess it's like a standalone, like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some shit, and then that's it. Keep it fucking moving. Like, damn, bro. They try to.
Yeah.
Why would you, like shit on a still DC at the end of the day. I mean, Morphin still Marvel at the end of the day.
All right. Hey. But
no, I mean.
Morbius. You think Morbius is as bad as Black Adam?
No, no. I like Black Adam. I would watch that again. Well. No, I've seen like half. I've tried to watch it again. I turned that shit the fuck off. Like,
I haven't even attempted to watch Black Adam again. I just feel like it's one of those movies that I only need to watch one time and in the theater. Like if I didn't catch it in the theater, then I didn't catch. Then I'm not gonna catch it.
It does not hit the same at home.
No. Oh hell no!
It did not hit the same at home. I was watching this shit and I was like, I was trying to fast forward it to the fucking Justice Society, whoever.
He's like, when are they gonna come out, dude? That's another thing. Like I hate. The one thing I hate. That's gonna get canceled out of the Black Adam movie is I like the Justice Society. I liked Hawkman. I liked Dr. Fate. I even liked the dude wearing the Deadpool mask.
Yeah, the tall dude.
I liked all of them. I even liked useless fucking Cyclone. You know what I mean? I liked all of them.
I hated fucking Cyclone. Oh my god, the fucking. Yeah, she was terrible. But yeah, I like them in general though. Like I like the direction that they were going with.
Like I like the old timey heroes being there. You know what I mean? I like those guys being there.
They just like made it a point to like kill off Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
Like, fucking kill.
Like why you gotta do that for?
If the same reason you made a Black Adam movie for no fucking reason.
Yeah, because it's not gonna go anywhere. It's not gonna go anywhere.
Just have fun with it. Fuck it. Yeah, food, whatever.
Man, if they would have known that, I would have been like, throw in the old Flash, Jay Garrick, throw in old Green Lantern, throw everybody in that bitch. If you're not it doesn't matter. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Who cares?
Yeah, I want to see like the Jack Kirby DC characters.
Oh, like the New Gods and shit like that, like Orion and all those people. Yeah.
I want to
Mr. Miracle, all those guys, Big Barda.
Fuck yeah, man. I want to see that shit, man. On live action DC shit. If they're gonna just do some
it would be so funny. It would be so funny and good, and DC would have a banger on their hands if they made a WandaVision type show with Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, where they're like on Apocalypse and they're trying to escape Apocalypse, but they keep getting sent back every time, and like everything's weird and trippy because everything is weird, like on Apocalypse and like trippy and shit. Like, how cool would that be? Like, it's just them, like a heist show. And then Darkseid keeps stopping them from like leaving, and he's just like, go back. Like that would be so cool. That'd be cool as fuck.
Even just Apocalypse, like just having.
That'd be dope. Imagine you would see people flying around on those little things. Those, right? They have those little things.
Yeah, I forgot what DC animated, but they did they brought they in the DC animated movies. I did see like Orion in there a couple of times.
Yeah, man. They bring the thunder, bro, in the animated.
They'll never give him his full. Here's Orion's gonna get a full movie. They're not gonna get a. So it's like shit. I want to see those Jack Kirby pieces. Those Jack Kirby sci-fi spots are really dope. So you already know, man.
Oh, for sure, bro. But yeah, man. And speaking of childhood, TV and stuff like
Mhm.
that, did you hear about this Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion that they're doing?
How you go? How you gonna think? What? No. Why are you gonna do it after the Green Ranger died though? Like, goddamn.
That's the
Shit.
thing. I'm not entirely sure that it was. I think it might have been filmed before he died, so
Oh
he
shit.
may be in it.
Oh, that might be. Well, they probably got some footage and stuff, so that'd be dope.
Yeah, he may be in it because they let out a trailer for it, and it was like a behind the scenes kind of type thing where it was just kind of like the cast talking about like, oh, we're back after 30 years and we're old as fuck, and everybody's like, oh yeah, like one of those things.
Uh,
And but yeah, man, there was somebody there in a Green Ranger suit, but they didn't show him specifically. Like they didn't show footage of him, like what's his name,
yeah,
JDL, Jason David Frank, JDF. They
yeah,
didn't show like footage of him like being there, but I think he might be in the movie. Or I don't know if it's a movie, a show, or
yeah.
what it is.
Documentary
Well, no,
episode thing.
it's definitely a movie or a show because they
Oh, okay.
showed footage of them like fighting those little
The
goopy
putties.
motherfuckers,
Yeah,
and they look,
putties.
dude. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It looks like they put a little bit of money into this, man. Like the
Nice.
putties look good, the Ranger suits look fucking crisp and like good, like movie
Bro,
quality good.
Power Ranger fans are fucking. They will. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Power Ranger fans are some of the most loyal, bro. Like, they've been dressing up like
Oh,
Power
dude,
Rangers.
yes,
Power Rangers been out, bro. Like, going all the thing, buying all the merch. Like, that
bro.
shit is.
Power Rangers are huge over here in South Texas.
Yeah.
They be having like all of the like the old Yellow Ranger, the Pink Ranger. Yeah, come to the comic book shops and they'll
Yeah.
be
Comic.
signing and
Yeah.
shit. And the dude sometimes
Mhm.
they like coming over here so like so much. Sometimes they come for fucking for free. And they don't even charge anything. They're just like, hey, we all are dope. We like coming over here. You know what I mean? Like it's cool. We like coming to South Texas. Like it's cool over here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
dope.
so they'll just be signing shit for free, bro.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Power Rangers are big, man. They got a loyal fan base, and they always got like Power Ranger fan made movies, trailers, fucking verses. They be doing the most online, so I can imagine that they do something good.
Dude, 30 years, bro. 30 years since Mighty Morphin.
Bro, I remember when that shit came out, man. That shit, because I was like a little bit older. My little brother Sean, he's 4 years younger than me. So when that shit came out, I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, but my brother loved that shit. I was like, nah, I don't really. I was like, nah, it's not really my type deal. But then, but I was watching it anyway. But then when they had like the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, that Power Rangers movie, we went to go see the Power Rangers movie in theater.
Dude, what is it? What's the Power Rangers movie? Turbo or what is it?
Oh yeah, Power Rangers Turbo.
No, but
Yeah,
that's a
that's what.
shitty one, right?
Yeah,
Turbo's a shitty one.
yeah. The first one, the first Power Rangers movie. I saw that shit
Yeah,
in theaters.
oh,
That shit was
dude,
crazy.
that's the one where they have my boy Ivan Ooze,
Yeah,
right? He's out here selling the
Ooze and
goo. Oh
the terrible
yeah,
CGI. Oh my god.
yeah.
Ooh,
And then for
terrible
some
CGI.
reason they go to the jungle,
Yeah, they go to the jungle
and
in
then they
there.
have that hot ass fucking chick with like wearing the little jungle outfit, and like the Black Ranger's kind of like, hey yo, girl, what's up? And she's kind of like, maybe later.
Yo, fucking yeah, that was a classic movie, bro. And I feel like that was like the first time like Power Rangers got like that big budget American
That's
movie. Like they,
true,
you know
man. They
what I
got
mean?
like money. Because
Yeah,
before it
because
was
the
like old
episodes.
footage.
Yeah, the episodes were all like stock footage and shit. So they would just like film like around locations in LA and then just
Yeah, like
copy
Burbank.
it. Yeah, bro, it was crazy. San Pedro in Long Beach, San Pedro, like all around like Cali, they would film fucking
You
those
see
Power
Kids Sit
Rangers.
Retro hanging out in the back in Angel Grove.
Shit. Yo, they had a Power Rangers knockoff called VR Troopers.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they
dude.
filmed that in San Pedro where I used to live and shit. So we used to go over to like the Korean Friendship Bell up there and be like, oh, VR Troopers is up here, because they.
What? Let me find out you were a VR trooping over here out in
Oh,
San Pedro.
oh
San
man, I
Pedro.
love that. I love that show, that VR Troopers, man. They had so many spin-off bootleg Superhuman Samurai, Cyber Squad, Big
And
Bad
I
Beast
remember they had
Boy.
Beetleborgs.
Yeah, man. Beetleborgs was pretty crazy.
Beetleborg's kind of weird magician man that was like their Zordon, right? He looked like Jay Leno.
Yeah, he looked like Ivan Ooze and Jay Leno had a baby.
Yeah. I just remember the theme song, Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yeah. Over and over. It's like, damn, they paid somebody to do that shit.
Yeah, I had one of those toys, man.
Yeah.
And I remember like now looking back, and I can clearly see like the costume in my head. There's some ugly ass fucking Power Ranger costumes. They had like antennas, right, coming out of their heads, right? And it was like.
Did you ever get into Kamen Rider? Kamen Rider. It was he had like a motorcycle. He had like the antenna helmet.
Oh, Kamen Rider. Yeah. You mean Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah, Kamen Rider.
Kamen Rider's cool, man. He does like that, and he like does and he does like multiple transformations. I like that, but his is more like his suit is like a part of his body, right? Like it's like weird, right? Like it kind of grows or something.
Yeah. It just like transforms into different things.
And he's like an insect too, right? Yeah. He's kind of like an insect too. Yeah.
He had the black motorcycle and shit.
Yeah, he's a G, dude. That guy's a G. That guy's a G, like a motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, for real.
He's fresh as fuck with his motorcycle.
I was like, yo, Kamen Rider come through and fuck a Power Ranger up, bro.
Dude, he solos the whole squad. They ain't gonna mind you no more. Kamen Rider gonna fucking ride up on their ass, bro. For real, so.
Run up on the ops. Hey, did you? What did you think of Megan? Did you do a written review or?
Dude, we were just talking about Megan because Megan 2 just got announced. Megan 2, the sequel. It's gonna be titled Megan 2.0. Obviously, come on, they got to do Megan 2.0, and it's gonna hit theaters in 2025. There's no specific month as of yet because that's
2025. Why is it gonna take 3 years? I forgot it's 2023. I'm like, what?
Yeah, we in the future, dog. We out here living in 2023.
Oh my God, 2 years. This is gonna be 2025. Okay.
Yeah, and Allison Williams is coming back. The little girl's coming back. The whole fucking carnival and circus is coming back.
I don't know, man. I fucking hate I hate Allison Williams or whatever the fuck.
You don't like her?
She just plays the most basic. She plays the most.
There you go. Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head.
She's like, get out, honey. And then now she's in this shit, and it's just like, she's just like, I don't know, man. You know, and it's just like, I'm like, I need to get some range over here.
Yeah, no, you hit the nail right on the head, dude. She plays just like basic, like young career white woman all the time, where she's kind of like, oh, like I'm just, a simple, woman doing my job, and stuff. And like, or am I, fucking. I
didn't want a baby. I didn't sign up for this stuff.
That's the one thing I didn't like about. That's the one thing I didn't like about Megan. Like they're like, okay, I get it. Like we get it. Like she's not a mom. Like y'all keep like, like we get it, guys. We get it.
They were like, how close are you and your sister? She's like, we're close.
She's like, we get it. She's kind of a bitch. She's kind of a bitch. She just a white chick thing.
Bro, she was just like, if I just had somebody else to play with, you wouldn't have to fucking play with me. She was like, light bulb.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
bro.
See, that's funny. That's funny that you say that because like that's like the entire premise of the movie. They're just kind of like, well, why don't I just make a robot and take care of you?
This is like I'm not ready to be a parent, so like hold on, let me get this toy real quick. Like
this Xbox 360 is gonna parent you.
Yo, pair up with your 360.
Yeah, we got the Wii mode, homie.
Bro, that shit was. I was going into that movie. I didn't think that it was gonna be. I thought there was going to be a little bit more bodies involved in that shit, but it's not. Really,
me too.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not touted as like the next horror icon. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, who Jason, like, it's just like, okay, go see this killer robot movie. And that's, definitely what it is. If
I'm
you
not
can
gonna
only
lie,
kill
man.
so many people, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But it would have been dope if she could have took out like the whole police squad.
Oh, I do.
Took out.
For a split second, bro, when she was like in the you watched it, right? You watched it after all, right? Yeah. Whenever she was like in the actual facility where like they made her, I thought that she was gonna like lock down the whole facility and kill every single person in there, like straight up like AI control like shit, and like have like fucking chandeliers falling, fucking shit exploding and
Some
stuff.
Alice
Like I was like,
shit,
what?
Alice Resident Evil shit, right? You
Yeah,
can't leave now.
yeah. I thought that she was gonna do that because she could do that. Like she can do that. She's capable of doing that. But the movie's PG-13, and
Well,
that's okay. Whenever they do Megan 2.0, it needs to be 2.0 and be fucking rated R. And so that way they can kill more people, man. Like this whole bullshit where like, oh, we're gonna make a horror movie about the killer fucking white girl Karen doll, but like she's not really gonna kill a lot of people because it's PG-13 and like we want everybody to watch this movie. More people will watch the movie if it's like a better movie. And Megan's good all on its own. Imagine with the PG-13 rating, it's still really, really good.
Yeah.
So like rated R, barbarian level.
I don't know, like because I feel like if this would have been gory and shit, it would have took away from it. Like if they would have went OD with it would have took away from the shit. But I feel like because they kind of didn't do much with it, you want to see more, and that's the thing, right? You want to see more. Like, okay, yep. Oh, is she aware now and shit? Oh, now she's
that's
like,
true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So
fair.
So, and that's where I was like, all right, I guess you can't kill like everybody. She can't do like everybody.
No, there has to be somebody left for the sequel. You know what I mean? There has to be somebody left for part 2.
Yeah, it really reminded me of Terminator, bro. Like, I was like, oh shit, like this is Terminator, like.
Dude, it's how I described it earlier. It's Child's Play meets the Terminator. Like if Chucky and the Terminator had sex and had a baby, it's Megan. That's Megan.
Yeah.
She's like just like Chucky. She does like jokes, but it's like Alexa jokes. You know what I mean? Yeah, like it's like,
how much does a grandpa weigh?
And my fucking Alexa just did a joke. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Megan.
Yeah, she's gonna be like, I'll kill you. She's gonna call me like a beaner. I'll kill you, beaner. What? Chill, pause, Megan. What?
Right, we paired forever, right?
Yeah, we're paired forever. Filthy Mexican. Whoa, what's up with this shit, Megan? Why are you calling me all this shit? Huh?
That whole pair thing too is just like that whole friends till the end.
Yeah, Chucky, it's the same thing as like Chucky being like, dude, but nothing can beat Child's Play 1. That's the pinnacle. That's the Jaws of killer doll movies. The first Child's Play
1 is fucking amazing.
Child's Play 1 is the go.
Yeah. Part 1 was so dope, man. Like the intro scene, you just get straight into it. Origin story, wop bop, let's go. He's in a fucking dog.
Dude, that's the best thing about Child's Play 1. Like Chucky kills somebody within like 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, like it just starts off like, what the fuck? There's like this dirty crime in Chicago or something.
Yeah, that's the one thing I love, dude. Like Chucky is already Chucky. Like he doesn't do the thing where like every other like fucking movie they have him like, oh, I'm an innocent thing. Like Chucky's like, no, like I'm gonna kill people like already because he's a fucking serial killer. Yeah, he's a fucking murderer. Like you know what I mean? He's like, no, like my sole purpose is to fucking kill people because that's what I like to do. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
who came over? Oh, the babysitter's here. That bitch about to die.
He goes, I'm gonna kill her.
There's no motivation. Just Chucky just goes to work.
To murder. Yeah.
Megan, Megan kind of lost it in there though, man. I was loving the whole like, I want my friend. That shit was crazy.
I really liked a lot that they kind of commented. I mean, because obviously the movie has to have some sort of like, underlying meaning or whatever. And I like that it kind of commented on like consumerism, and like it also commented on like your fucking phone and your iPad and all this technology should not be raising your fucking kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's the point of the movie. The movie's like basically a hide-in version of like, this is what happens when technology raises your kid. You know what I mean? Like it's like that. You know what I mean? Which I like it. I like that a lot. I like that is a stupid message and like a stupid movie that didn't take itself super seriously, but then you're kind of like, hey, you might be a little bit right about that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. It makes you think a little bit. You're like, you know what? That's what these parents do. They shove the fucking iPad in front of their goddamn kid's face. Got them watching fucking Peppa Pig all fucking day. Now they rocking around with a fucking London accent and shit, talking about
Peppa Pig. Right? Peppa's London, right? Peppa's a British person, right? Peppa.
Yeah, so they be. I was like, what? I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, I liked it. I liked the kills though. I liked her when they took her fucking mask off, like, or when they, her
Oh,
face without the.
I like when they showed, yeah, what she looked like without the. That was cool, man. Like that was their version of like Chucky with the scars. You know what I mean? Like she looks all
Or
like.
the Terminator with like
Yeah, very Terminator, very Terminator,
the going eyes and fucking.
very
I was
Terminator.
like,
You're right. You're right. Yeah, that was their Terminator homage. Very, very Terminator.
yeah.
Then she got. Then that other thing was what that other thing was. It kind of reminded me of RoboCop, the other
Oh,
robot. That was
yeah.
very
Yeah,
RoboCop,
Frank
right?
or
It
some
looked exactly
shit.
like the RoboCop thing.
What was that shit's name? Frank or something? The robot?
Frank or
Some fucking
Frank
basic
or
ass name. Some
like
yeah.
Paul or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Yo, oh my God, that shit. Yo, at the end of the movie, when Megan was chasing her ass through the fucking, chasing her through the fucking house or whatever the fuck that was at. Fucking, she threw Frank on the floor. Like, they had like the big ass cabinet or whatever.
Oh yeah,
She
was like,
was like, ah! And like Frank just like falls out of the thing or whatever. And then she just keeps running. And I was like, do you wanna, wasn't trying to get that or not? He just ran right past.
my
Like,
favorite part of the movie was that exchange between Allison Williams and Megan, where Megan like has her pinned like down like on the fucking on the table, and she's like, "We're not fighting, no." I thought that was so fucking good. I was like, "Oh, that's good." I was like, "That's cool. I like that."
Yeah, that's and that's the stuff that the tension.
Yeah, and she's
That's
like, "I'll rip your fucking neck off," or what did she say? Right? Yeah. She's like, "I'll rip your head off," or some shit like that.
Yeah. And then when she was changing her voice, when she killed the old lady across the street.
Yeah, she's like, "Roof, roof."
Yo, with the robot dog calls and shit. Bro.
Yeah, dude, that was very Predator too. That was very Predator with the like kind of like you know what I mean. This movie has a lot of cool little stuff in it, man. And now that you're like now that we're kind of like breaking it down, I was like, I kind of like that. I was like, it has a lot of little.
The Terminator when he calls around and changes his voice.
Yeah,
and stuff,
man, I like that, dude.
Yeah,
they made like little kid Terminator. You know what I mean? They made, and it's also very much like what's that movie? Deadly Friend or My Deadly Friend?
Yeah, Deadly Friend.
Yeah, dude. You remember that shit? That's Megan, basically, right? That's Megan the movie, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just an 80s version. And
she's like a robot doll, too, right?
Yeah, she basically builds a robot for a friend. And
yeah, that's fucking funny. We need to review that.
Died or whatever, and they turned the robot into the friend or some shit. Yeah,
I just remember there's one scene where she like throws like somebody like into a trash compactor, like she just like like just chucks him.
Crazy, super crazy throw. Yeah, they should get the basketball scene. They should kill somebody with a basketball or some shit.
That's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, Deadly Friend, man. Wes Craven, made for TV. Terrible movie. But one of my favorites. I used to love it back in the day, man. It was a good look. They got that little robot in there too. They have another little like cute robot that's in that movie in Deadly Friend. That's kind of like hangs out. He's all through the movie and shit. But
she's like, I'm here too.
Yeah. Like, I won't kill you.
Yeah. It's like I just be your normal friend.
But what do you think about the ending of Megan? The way that the way they laid
that was cool. She goes into the little like smart home device thing, and I knew they weren't gonna kill her because I know they knew when they're making this movie. They're like, oh, people are gonna eat this shit up. They're like, oh. People like these kinds of movies. I know I do. I love shit like Chucky and all that, which Chucky just got renewed for season 3. Hell yeah, I can't wait for season 3. But yeah, man, I mean, people eat this shit up. People love shit like this, man. And I hope Megan becomes one of those new like fucking horror icons, man. I hope we get like 9 Megan movies. Like we just get a Megan fucking iOS, you know what I mean? Megan World, Megan fucking, you know what I mean? Megan in space, you know what I mean? Megan at the beach.
Not Megan in space, bro. Not in space. We can't do Megan in space, but Megan, she reminded me of Skynet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, awesome.
She's like HAL 5000. Remember that HAL 9000? Yeah. She's like that. Exactly. I can't let you live, David.
Exactly. Something like that, man. And that's what's scary about Megan too. But You know, I thought that they could I like the way that they did it, that she just jumped into the fucking Alexa device at the end. But you know what I was thinking though too? I was like, it would have been dope too if they just completely destroyed like Megan's like whole shit back there, and then they just cut to the fucking like cut to the headquarters and like there's a whole like new Megan like already built and it's just fucking eyes just light up like
yeah,
shit.
that would have been that would have been really cool.
You'd have been like, oh shit.
Yeah, or they have like a whole assembly line of them already and they all turn on. That would
like she's like reproduced herself or something. You know what I'm saying? So we're like, oh, she's fucking like.
I would like that a lot because that would be cool. Like they have like a fucking 500 fucking Megans already built or some shit like that. You know what I mean? If you just go into every single one of them,
they're gonna have to like how she like her body is destroyed. She's into the Alexa device now. So what are they gonna do with part 2? She's gonna have to you know what I'm saying? Like how are we gonna do this? It's gonna be interesting to see how they. They'll
have to bring the doll back somehow.
Yeah. Are they gonna do like take it out of like some fucking Tesla landfill or something?
Maybe. I mean, you know, horror movies do stupid shit like that. Or somebody else will find out about what happened. They'll be like, "Oh, did you hear about the killer AI doll or whatever?" And they'll like try to go find wherever it's at and then refix it. And then it'll be up to like Addison Williams and the little kids to try to stop like that.
Fucking Megan's back online. Oh shit.
Yeah, back online. Oh my God, that's gonna be in the trailer. Back online and reloaded and 2.0 and all this other shit. Like, oh my God, damn it! I know they're gonna do that.
Yeah. It should be good. It should be good. I can't wait to see how they're gonna do that because I was just thinking about it. I was like, okay, her body's pretty fucked up. So, and it's gonna be a couple years before you do the movie. So either they'll do a new body, or it's gonna be fun. But repairs, right? She gotta make upgrades. Somebody's
gonna find her and fix her.
Make upgrades.
Somebody's gonna make her own. Find her and fix her, or she's gonna put herself in another doll and another in something else, and then fix it herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she could like. There's a couple of different ways. Like,
somehow they're gonna find that doll and they're gonna fix it, and then because at this point that is famous now. Megan is famous. Like the way she looks, they can't make a movie where like she's in another doll or it's like the smart house. It's a smart house killer. They can't. Yeah. That doll has to be in the movie now.
She has the body and stuff. She's I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna. Right, she's just like forever. 12.
It'd be cool if she saw a Chucky doll and she was just like, ugh, as if. I mean, that would be so cool. That would be fucking funny.
Yeah, a good guy doll.
Yeah, she's just like, oh, not in a million years. And like knocks it over, right? Like knocks it over. Like that'd be perfect.
Like that looks old. 1980s.
Or she sees like the Annabelle doll. She's just like, how ugly. She just like throws it to the side.
Disrespect.
Yeah, that would be perfect, dude. I think definitely somewhere down the line we're gonna have Chucky versus Megan.
Yeah. Everybody's been throwing her Megan in there.
Who do you think would win, Megan or Chucky? You think Chucky's taking an L or Megan's taking the L?
I think Megan's probably gonna win just because her body's not made of like stuffed like polyester and stuff, right?
Like plastic.
Yeah, right? He's a doll, right? Like Chucky's a doll, like he's still a doll, right?
Chucky's a plastic doll that's 2 feet tall, but he has the full strength of like a grown man, plus like he's enhanced by his magic or whatever.
But like you can shoot him and shit, right?
And he won't die.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like you remember the movie they cut his head off and shit, and they turn him on fire and stuff, and he's still like, I'll kill you.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
And also, Chucky now in the show, he has an army of Chuckies. He can possess like 500 Chuckies if he wants.
That's wild. The army of Chuckies.
Yeah.
Well, damn, if she gotta fight an army of Chuckies.
She could probably kill a lot of them, but eventually, and also Chucky wouldn't hesitate to like just kill her like on sight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean all you gotta do is do Megan in the head with the head stab.
But also like the water fucked her all up. If Chucky figured that out, he's like, oh, like she's a robot. I'm gonna spray her with water.
Yeah, that shit was funny when they threw that water.
Right? She's like.
That shit was funny, man. Yeah, Megan is good, man. I don't know, and also I don't want to like hype it up. Like it was good, but you know what I mean. Like people are
It's bad good. It's bad good.
people are gonna
You know what I mean?
like this isn't all that. Like what I'm saying. I can see how people be like, yeah, that's hype. Like overhyped. I mean, yeah, I can
It's
see
just
that.
fun. It's just fun. It's just harmless
Yeah,
fun.
it's just it's a cool concept. They execute well. It's a good movie, man. What did you rate this? What would you
I
rate
give
it?
it like a 3.5 out of
Yeah,
5. Like it's just fun movie that I gave it that high of a score because if I watch a movie and it's kind of like you know what I mean, like I want to see Megan again. Like I want to see them
yeah,
do something else with that character, and I'm glad they're gonna do something else with that character. Because honestly, like yeah, it's Chucky meets the Terminator. That we've been there, done that before, but like I don't know, man. It's just kind of fucking fun. You know what I mean? It's just kind of fucking fun. I just
yeah.
kind of like it. You know, I
No,
don't
no,
know.
no, it was good. I liked it, man. I'll definitely check it out. I definitely recommend it. Do you have to see it in theater?
No,
I mean, you don't have
you
to
can
get.
wait. You can wait. You don't gotta run. You
Yeah,
can do a little light jog, little, maybe a little medium walk.
yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do or if you can do the little $5 matinee, whatever,
Oh, dude, yeah. Or even
Yeah.
if you rent this one, Blu-ray, Redbox.
Mm-hmm.
I think anyway, I think this is a perfect movie for teenagers.
Oh yeah, it was a
Perfect.
fun date night movie too, because me and the wife
Oh, dude, yeah.
thought that shit
Perfect movie to like,
was fun, bro.
perfect uncle aunt movie. Like, you want to go show your nephews and nieces like a horror movie that's like good, like
Yeah,
so that you won't get in trouble with the parents, but like not lame. You know what I mean? But like not lame. Like
yeah,
Megan's like the go-to.
yeah. Megan's definitely for the cool kids. I liked it,
Because
man.
Chucky's like still like a little too hardcore. Like Chucky's like, fuck
Yeah,
you, bitch. Like Chucky
yeah.
says like hardcore shit.
Yeah. Chucky's a wild boy.
Yeah, Chucky's the OG wild boy, bro. He's out here wilding. He's calling people bitches and hoes,
Yeah,
fucking
stab
people. He killed
everybody.
Britney Spears.
He's trying to stab everybody he can see. Chucky is it.
Dude, and speaking of Britney Spears, like you just said right now, like Chucky killed Britney Spears. Speaking of pop stars, bro, Michael Jackson is finally getting a biopic.
Oh my
Finally getting a
God.
high budget movie, man.
Man, who the hell's in charge of this movie? Who's directing?
Antoine Fuqua, the guy that did Training Day and The Equalizer and Southpaw and all those movies.
Okay.
I mean, he's a good director. I mean, I feel like he could pull it off. And then we got the producers from Bohemian Rhapsody on the beat.
Yeah, man. I just don't know if I don't know. I just don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know.
Bro, okay, I was talking about this earlier, and tell me what you think about this. How are they gonna pull off Michael Jackson like realistically? The man's skin tone changes in the middle of his life.
What Michael Jackson are we talking about? Like what era? What era are we?
No, they're gonna do the whole span of it. Like they like.
I don't want to see
from.
That shit. I ain't trying to see that.
Or
shit,
I don't know. I'm saying that, but I don't know. That's what I think that they're gonna do.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That's just.
What do you think they do? They do like an Elvis, like they just focus on Michael Jackson and not like the Jackson 5.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're gonna tell the whole story. You can't tell the whole story. You're gonna be there for 5 hours. You want to talk about how he's.
It'll definitely be a 3-hour movie.
7, being on the Jackson 5 all the way up to. Or are we gonna start from Thriller? Or are we gonna start from from like the.
I think you might have a point. I think we might start from like his most. I think we might start from
Michael Jackson like doing the moonwalk and up. Moonwalk the Thriller type.
Yeah,
area.
I think. The movie starts when he leaves Jackson 5.
Yes, I don't know. Did you see the Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, the movie, the old movie, the Jackson 5?
The fucking VH1 one,
yeah.
Right? The VH1 movie.
Yeah, that was good. Man,
that one was good, but that was just Jackson 5 though, right? I remember that was just Jackson 5.
Yeah, but it told that whole story though. I thought that was
man,
good,
and the dad was such a fucking oh my god. Is the dad alive still? Joe Jackson?
Joe, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure. We gotta check.
Well, you have to be like fucking 90 years old at this fucking point.
Hey man, yeah. I saw a picture of Don King or some shit the other day. I was like, oh shit.
Does he still have the hair like that?
Yeah, he was looking old too. I was like, oh man. Guys,
Man, dude, and but yeah, a Michael Jackson movie. I think they could pull it off, but I also feel like, how do they pull that off, and who do they get to pull that off?
Yeah,
What actor is gonna play Michael Jackson?
I'm like, yo, what do you mean? I'm like, where's like fucking Scorsese at? Where the fuck is Spielberg?
No, they can't
Like,
get a
where
white
the
guy to
fuck
make
is
the
like,
Michael Jackson movie.
bro? Like Spielberg was like that was like Spielberg was in
I was gonna
fucking
say
Michael
maybe
Jackson
Spielberg, because
videos. Like, what the
I was
fuck?
gonna say
Like,
Michael Jackson would probably have wanted Steven Spielberg to direct his movie.
probably would have wanted a fucking big, big time. Like, not saying anything bad about Antoine Fuqua or whatever. That shit is he's a good director or whatever, but that is not who I would like want to fucking lead the Michael Jackson fucking bio.
You know who I would get? I get the guy from Black Panther. Black Panther.
There we go. There we go. Maybe something like that.
I get Ryan
something.
Coogler up in that bitch. Or you know who might be good at that? And you're probably gonna be like, wait, nah, pause. But Jordan Peele.
Yeah, Jordan Peele. He's a great writer.
Jordan Peele, like, you know what I mean? His first non-horror movie, non-whatever movie, and he's like, I'm gonna make a Michael Jackson movie. Like, I'm just gonna like throw myself into the Michael Jackson movie.
Might be able to do it. You might be able to do it. And like do it like as his first like biopic, like series, not on some, nope, fucking, because he's good. He could do some, he got the style down, he got the cinematography down. So if he just and then he does good characters. So you know what I mean. It's just, I don't know, man. That's tough. That's tough, bro. I don't know. I feel like
apparently we're getting Antoine Fuqua, and he's set to direct it, and the film is reportedly going to be titled Michael.
Okay. This needs to be over 3.5 hours then.
I think it's going to be 3 hours. If I'm guessing, it's going to be 3 hours. Okay, I'll give you my dream Michael Jackson movie, and then we'll hear your dream Michael Jackson movie. My dream Michael Jackson movie, or if I were to make the Michael Jackson movie, it's directed by Ryan T. I don't know who I cast as Michael Jackson. I don't know who I cast.
Who the fuck is gonna be Michael Jackson, bro? Like, that's hard to do. Like, I don't know how you're gonna.
Or I cast like Donald Glover.
I don't know. I think you would have to. I don't know. Like, because I would think you need somebody that.
I might cast Donald Glover to be Michael Jackson.
I mean, they should like do what they used to do and like pull, do a casting call nationwide for people that look like Michael Jackson.
Or do I deep fake Michael Jackson? Okay. Like, do I get an actor and just digitally make Michael Jackson's face on their face?
They could do it. They can definitely do that. But I don't know. I think that's probably disrespectful.
I think so too. But anyways, if I'm gonna make the Michael Jackson movie, my movie starts like he's out of the Jackson 5. He's leaving the Jackson 5. He's gonna start his own solo career. He's unsure of himself. He doesn't know if he can make it. Joe Jackson is like on his ass and telling him like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you because you ruined my cash cow and you're leaving the Jackson 5 and you're not gonna make it without them. Like, you're only famous with them or whatever. So he's like struggling with that. And like, he's kind of like, people are being mean to him in the tabloids and shit because he like looks different now, because he doesn't look like a little kid anymore. And that's when you kind of start to see like Michael Jackson has this weird like dual identity thing where he doesn't like the way that he looks. So like, you know what I mean? That kind of like it foreshadows into the future when he starts doing like all the plastic surgery and stuff like that. And then we go straight into his like different eras. You know what I mean? We do his eras real quick. We do his Thriller. We do his Bad era. We do, of course, we visit the sets of all the big music videos: Thriller, Bad, Beat It, Billie Jean, PYT. We visit all those sets, and then we, of course, everybody wants to see the trial. Everybody wants to see the molestation.
Yeah, I wouldn't even put that in the movie.
That has to be in there. 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 That has to be in there, dude. It has to be. It has to be. That's like a giant part of his life. That's like almost like the later part of his life was only that. Yeah,
until they denounced the tour and then he died. Yeah, pretty much.
And then you have to show him doing the moonwalk on the fucking news van when he's in front of everybody at the court. And then you have to show him doing the thing where he's dangling his kid off of the No, you have to do all of that, dude, because that's what Michael Jackson was known for, dude. And then you, of course, have to do the tabloids going after him, calling him Jacko Wacko and calling him all this stuff, because Michael Jackson is like the modern day Elvis. He was the modern day Elvis. You know what I mean? And then they did have him all doped up and shit. We later found out that Michael Jackson was also all doped up all the fucking time. Like his doctor had him all doped up and shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's just I'm such a huge Michael Jackson fan, so it's
I
just
mean,
like,
I love Michael Jackson too, but we have to show all that stuff. We have to.
But like that's not, you know what I'm saying? That's not what I know him for, though. Like that's part of his shit, his legacy and stuff. But like, you know what I mean? Like when I'm thinking Michael Jackson movie, I'm thinking like, you know, Motown, you know what I'm saying, doing the moonwalk at the fucking awards.
We definitely have to see that. We definitely have to see that. Like fucking, Smooth Criminal, all that. We have to see all that.
You know, Thriller, the #1 best-selling album of all time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it should go off on like that note. You know what I'm saying?
I think it has to be a celebration of him being one of the greatest performers of all time, and him being the actual king of pop, and nobody will ever do it better than Michael Jackson. Yeah. It has to be a celebration of that, and it also has to be like, this is the other side of him as well. And it also has to be made in a way to where it's not like pointing a finger at him or not trying to make him look like a villain or trying to make him look like a bad guy. It has to be presented in a way to where it's like, you decide. What do you think? You know what I mean? Like, what do you think about this? We're presenting you the evidence that's like known to the public. And I think it has to be done in that sort of fashion to where like they celebrate his life, they celebrate who he was, because he was an amazing person and he was an amazing performer. He was like iconic, of course. He's fucking Michael Jackson, man. You know what I mean? So they have to, of course, give him his flowers and stuff. But I also feel like they have to, of course, go over the negative parts in his life. They did it with even Elvis. I mean, they showed him fat and fucking bloated and on the fucking pills and shit. Like, I mean, I think if, you know what I mean? It's just so well publicized that it would be like if them not talking about Freddie Mercury being gay or having AIDS, you know what I mean? It'd be like that. You know what I mean? The movie would be invalid if they didn't bring that up.
No, it definitely would. It's just I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't
want to
I don't want to see my stars like that if we're doing a movie about the person that's fucking dead and is not even here. Like, would you do that same fucking movie if that person was alive? Or no?
As long as it's not disrespectful, I feel like they would.
But I'm saying, like, do you think they would have did Marilyn the same way if Marilyn was alive? Do you think they would have did Elvis the same way if Elvis was alive? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I feel like the shit changes because they're not here, and it's just like, okay, now we're gonna delve into all of these people's personal lives and all this other crazy wild shit. Yeah, it's part of the story, but it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like, all right, I mean. Fucking like, if you want the biography, then read the fucking biography. If we trying to like fucking really like go over these iconic figures, like you know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I mean, it's cool, but I mean, it's the same way. I guess you're not supposed to meet your stars, right? Because like, if you don't like your star, right? Because if you don't like who that person is, then it fucks it up for you, right? So it's like, okay, well, all right. Like,
yeah, and you know, and I get where you're coming from. It would be really hard to watch the Michael Jackson movie being like a really big fan and being like, fuck, man, like that is part of his shit, and that does, and it sucks, man, because that does for some people, like that ruins the legacy. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like
I mean, these are all like false accusations, never been proven at all, right? But yet it's gonna have to, but it's gonna have to be in the movie, but it's gonna have to be talked about in the movie. It's gonna have to. They're gonna, yeah, you know what I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying. But that's just part of it because that's what it is. Even though the tabloids line and this and that, but it doesn't matter, right? So it's like, fuck, okay.
And and if they're gonna talk about it, they have to put in that iconic moment where he like addresses it himself, like at the MTV Music Awards, where he's like, "Oh, they did this to me," and you know, you remember that whenever he talked about it, like to everybody, like he just addressed it. Like they need to do all that.
But Michael was like super deep on some other shit too, so it's just like they're not gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna show him like going to hospitals and, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna show him like going to fucking Somalia and giving out money and all the shit for the hospital. Like, you know, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna.
Oh, dude, they have to show the hair catching on fire. That's another thing they have to show.
Another thing, yeah, you're gonna show the hair catching on fire. You're gonna show, you know, like it's like You want to see it all? I don't know. I don't know if I want to see it all. I kind of want to see a fucking biopic about, our stars, like bigging it up and holding them into a light and being like, yo, we fuck with this person, instead of like these like ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it's like ugly truths, but it's just like, I haven't enjoyed a biopic in a minute.
Yeah. No, I feel
like,
you, man. It
even
sucks to see
even
like
Queen.
kind of like behind the mask and stuff. You know what I mean? Behind the scenes, like to see how the sausage is made.
I was like, yo, even like Queen or whatever. I was just like, but y'all ain't show no like crazy, super wild shit where he's like doing
I didn't like
drugs or
that. I
orgies
didn't like
or
that
anything.
either.
Or
Like they
you
didn't
know,
show like him really how he really was and stuff.
it's
'Cause I think
like,
the band members that are alive, they were like, oh, we don't want to like
and that's what I'm saying.
but
So
that's how he was. That's how he was.
but if you're not here, you can't tell your story. So someone else is gonna tell your story for you. So who the fuck is
For
gonna tell
sure.
Michael Jackson's story, bro? Like, this is the most famous person besides like Jesus. So it's kind of a big deal. Who the fuck's telling Michael Jackson's story?
And I think, and honestly, man, I'm glad they're gonna do it though, man, because it's overdue, man. He's one of the big, like you said, you like you said, man, he's bigger, like as big as fucking Jesus, man. There needs to be a Michael Jackson movie. There needs to be a Michael Jackson movie.
I don't know, man. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I guess there should be, but there should be a lot of movies. You know what I mean? For a lot of the.
Why isn't there a Little Richard movie? How cool would a Little Richard movie be?
Are y'all? I mean, like that's another thing. Are people ready for that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to tell that man's story, and you know what I'm saying, he was in the closet homosexual for his whole life.
Little Richard was on some crazy shit, dude. Little Richard used to pay prostitutes in Las Vegas to go to his hotel room so he could piss on them. He was into golden showers.
Yeah. But then he like fucking like the Rolling Stones was in his band and fucking Jimi Hendrix.
He's an amazing fucking musician. Yeah. He's an amazing musician. He's like a pioneer.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, so who's gonna tell like Little Richard's story? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
man, that's interesting.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we're leaving it up. These are like interpretations or they're a remix or like what they what I think it would be. You know what I'm saying? Or like this is my version of Batman.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
I think that's why like movies like Rocket Man and like Purple Rain are like good, because like those people were like, Elton John was alive to like kind of be like, oh no, that happened, or no, that's true, or no, that's not true.
Well, Prince did his own fucking biopic.
Yeah, and Prince did it like early on in his career too, right? He's like, no, I'm badass. I know I'm gonna be cool, right? Like Prince was just like, no, yeah, they're for sure gonna make a movie about me, but I'm gonna make it. Like while I'm young and I'm like hot as fuck right now. Like I'm blowing up in the spot right now, so I'm gonna make it right now. When I'm like hot as fuck, my songs are bumping. Everybody knows me.
That's I feel like that's where I want to see like a Michael Jackson biopic. I want to see it like that. I want to see it like where it's kind of like on some Purple Rain shit. You know what I'm saying?
They'll for sure show that. They're gonna have to show like him being like he's Michael fucking Jackson, dude. Like they have to show all that.
I feel like it should basically be just like the making of Thriller. Like that's what that for me, my dream shit would just be like basically just the making of Thriller. Like Michael Jackson getting all of his shit together to make Thriller, and then that shit just pops the fuck off and just
I think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be interesting, man, as like a character piece, like just to see like how he through footage and stuff like that, like how he was and how he, you know what I mean, stuff like that. You know what I mean? It'll be interesting. I mean, I feel like he's such an interesting person. Like, his music's amazing, and I think he's just so interesting.
What about like Michael Jordan biopic?
I would love to see that too. Like an HBO thing, like about that. I would love to see that. Like him about his gambling, him being the amazing basketball player that he is, him like just like everything. Like that would just be amazing to have a Michael Jordan biopic.
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, that'd be dope too. You know what I mean? But I'm like, damn, man, I wish, these people were alive. Like, had those people, that co-signed, like, okay, I fuck with this. Like, this is what instead of like some other person. Because that's just, you know what I mean? It's like cool. Because a lot of these times, people that was there, like, they was like, man, that's not really what's going on.
Yeah, that's not really what's up. Nah.
It was cool.
But yeah, no, man, I definitely feel you on that one. But yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, ghouls and gals, we went through fucking Megan 2.0. Yeah. We hashed out the Michael Jackson fucking conspiracy biopic coming out. And we fucking talked about the Rangers that have power, and we also fucking talked about the drop. But yeah, ghouls and gals, hopefully you ghouls and gals enjoy this kind of like new format. And I was kind of just testing it out, but I really like kind of doing it on the phone and shit. I really kind of like this and stuff.
Yeah,
So it's easier. It's easier and stuff like that. We can kind of just like get like right into it and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, hopefully y'all enjoy this one and stuff like that. And again, if y'all missed this live video, don't worry, it'll be up on my up on the Ryan T Show page and up on YouTube and up on Twitch and everything like that very, very soon. And like always, I'm Ryan T, and this man right here is
Sid Retro 727, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a minute. Catch us on the next episode. We're gonna be doing some movie reviews. You know, we're gonna do a lot more movie reviews. They're coming, guys. So thanks for tuning in. All right, peace.
All right, man. Thanks for being here, man, and thanks guys for watching. Like always, he's Sid Retro and Ryan T, and we'll be back, man. All right, laters, peace.